Hello, I'm RetroJules and welcome to Hilbron. We're straight into the gameplay here. This was a scouting game and it was one of those games that I finished and I thought, do you know what? I felt like I did a proper job with that game. And it's a tier 10 game, so I'm in my tier 8 Russian T54 lightweight, a really effective little scout with a little bit of armour. It's a really good tank. And when I play a game like this, especially when it's a tier 10 game and I can get annihilated round any corner quite easily and quickly, there's kind of three things that I'd quite like to achieve in a game like this. So firstly, spot the enemy, keep them spotted, especially when we've got 3 artillery. Assist with any weak tanks, try and take any weak tanks out, get a couple of kills, and above all, take out arty. And in this game I managed to achieve all 3 of those quite nicely, and I am aware that they've got 3 arty, so as a result passive scouting, sitting in a bush isn't the call of the day. Got to keep on the move, because the moment I get spotted, potentially there's 3 artillery shells that could come flying in, and that would be a very short game. So I sort of did a bit of spotting at F5. It's a bit of a sort of favourite spotting point for me. It was a little bit risky because it's an encounter battle and the capture point was there. But I find that you can spot that half of the countryside and normally spot the enemy going into the city. But as it happens, neither of those happened in this game. So I'm spotting the Waffenträger at the back and arty are onto it. T110E5 at the back too.
Using the optics, Commander.
I'm just trying to stay up here and spot anything for arty. Try and get rid of some of those big tanks. There's the Waffenträger. And there's arty. Now this isn't being spotted by me. This is one of our mediums at J8 doing a suicide run, and he's not going to last long. He's going for arty and disappears. So that was that. So he did a good bit of spotting, but didn't take any tanks out in the process. So I'm just going to hang around this part of the map with 2 tanks down already. Now the Ferdinand on the hill there just took a wallop from arty and was on a smidge of health, so it's a bit risky at this stage, but I quite fancy my chances of just trying to take this tank out purely because I can, and I shouldn't really be on this side of the hill. I'm quite exposed, but I'm going to keep moving. Missed the first shot, second shot goes in nicely, and we get our first kill, and it's the first enemy tank destroyed. Rah. And yeah, arty are trying to reap their revenge and throwing shots behind me. Now we're 3 tanks down. It's not a great start, and that's 3 tanks gone, or 4 tanks in total, quite quickly. So I take a bit of a calculated risk here. There's sort of 4 or 5 of the enemy in the city, and I don't think there's anything through here, and the plan is for me personally to try and take arty out of the game, because if I can, then the rest of our team can relax and get on with the job in hand. So we make it through quite safely, and now it's time to spot arty, and this is where I make a little bit of a boo-boo. There's arty right behind me. It's been hidden in a bush somewhere, and I did not spot them. And I do struggle when I've got close quarters. When I've got the mini-map on, I do struggle with what's behind me, in front of me, left and right. If I was really clever, I'd switch to the radar, but as it happens, a little bit of satellite delay and I work out where arty was originally. Fluff and auto aim, there's no way I'm going to stand still on this. I'm going to keep moving, and our artillery do the job. Well done, great job. Yeah, excellent shot. So now it's time to find the other 2. There's nobody else out here. I'm pretty sure 2 of the tank destroyers were in the city, which means there's only one one other one somewhere, and I don't think it's at the cap. Not at the cap, sorry, at their spawning point. So I'm feeling pretty safe. Come on, Artie, where are you? There's nothing I enjoy in the game more than an Artie hunt. Especially when I'm in a light tank. Come on, they're going to be back here. There we go. There's the GWE. One shot in and that does the job. Sets them on fire. That was a bonus. There's the French artillery. Messes the first shot up. Get a nice auto aim in. Nearly finish him off. And the mistake I made there was staying still, because the French artillery do reload very quickly. And I should have kept on the move. But I got away with it. Now that artillery is going to go around the corner, wait to shotgun me, and I know that's going to happen, and I should go left, and I wanted to go left round the mountain on this, but I was a bit concerned about where the enemy were on the map, and I was going to come round and meet them first, which I didn't really want to do, so I decided to take my chances, keep moving. There's artillery, ready and waiting, misses their shot, and we do a nice auto aim. Mission accomplished. Artie has been taken out. Right, there's their scouting tank. Nice shot in and an ammo rack. Do we get a second shot in? Come on, reload, reload. Ah, somebody beats us to it. Never mind. Right, scouting tank out of action. There's the Indian Panzer, completely unaware of where I am. Get a nice shot in. I get spotted. So staying out of trouble. So our guys are going in. I'm going in and finished off. So really happy at this stage that, okay, I spotted 4 tanks, not a brilliant amount, got 4 assisted damage, taken out 3 tanks, really happy with that, and I'm on full health. It's a tier 10 game, I'm racing around in my little tier 8 light tank and I am still on full health. That is a bonus, and admittedly some lucky escapes from artillery, but escapes they were nonetheless. And the game is even Stevens. This game could go either way. So there's the VK and a tank destroyer. I think it's a waffle maker. So the plan for me is to just get out of sight, get completely out of the way, and try and come round the back. I want to make sure that I disappear from the map and try and sneak up on them. And we've got 5 tanks all grouped up around F8. So there's a heavy elsewhere. So I'm taking the long route. Because I want to come round and just pop up out of nowhere with a big surprise and do what I can. But our team doing nicely anyway. There's the VK, auto aim, and I thought I took that tank out, but I didn't because I didn't get any ribbons for that. But we've got the waffle maker, pop a shot in, get out of trouble. No idea if that waffle maker's reloading or fully loaded. Not even going to take that chance. And there we go, lovely shot from Artie. The last remaining Artie really does save this game. He's really a really good Artie player. So I reckon the heavy's up there somewhere. I've got a feeling I saw it earlier on in the game in that area. And I kind of say, well, that's where I'm heading. And somebody's saying, well, why don't you cap? And it's like, oh, I suppose we could cap, bring the enemy to us. They're asking me to fall back, and that was supposed to be a negative, but that ended up being a good game, which it is, but that's not what I wanted to say. And that is a really lucky escape. That's the only shot I take which doesn't take any of my health and just glances off my tracks. And I can't remember if it was an E100 or an E75, I can't remember which it was. But our team seemed to be quite happy to not take that tank on. They want a cap, and yeah, I'm not interested. I'm just going to keep... Yeah, it's an E75. Just want to keep it spotted, just to see if our artillery can win the game outright for us. Don't really want to do the filthy capping thing. It's a little bit dull. And surely between the four of us we can take out an E75 on the last smidge of health. And this moment did make me realise, Retro, you need to carry a few rounds of APCR from now on. You never know if you're going to get to this stage in the game, and a little bit of extra penetration could help. Smashing shot from Artie. Job done. I finished with full health. So how do we do overall? 67,000 silver, fantastic. 2,300 straight XP, first class mastery, 3,700 assisted damage, 3 tanks taken out. A really pleasing scouting game for me. And Retro comes top with all his hard work. So that was me in the T54 lightweight, the Russian tier 8 light tank, and every now and again I get a little comment on my videos saying, Retro, you know, you always show us footage when you're top tier or mid tier. Well, this was a bottom tier. I was out tiered by 2 tiers, and I was a light tank going up against the big tier 10s, and you know, I don't often show these games because generally they never work out this way, and I do rubbish, and you don't want to see really rubbish gameplay. So this was me doing well, really enjoying the game, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I liked playing it. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.